So I get this question all the time, actually. So why, I've got 3 contractors, you all gave me a quote, and I think I'm getting the same thing, but I've got 3 different I've got 3 drastically different prices. It's interesting because most times people go back to, is it the quality of the product that I'm getting? Is this guy, is he charging me too much? So what's interesting for me is, as I've gone through this and as I've worked for years, so when I was with Hardy and I worked for years with Hardy dealing with small contractors or small, big, and medium contractors, and now that I am a medium-sized contractor, we kind of sit back and we look at it and say, hey, listen, there's a lot of different things going into the difference in the quotes, okay? First of all, one of the things that I've really found is I'll go in and I'll talk with my homeowners. The homeowners will express to me the 10 or 12 things that they want. We do a pretty good detailed question and answer, going back and forth, looking at different products and that. And then we will come back and present the proposal back to the homeowner based on the information that they provided us. A lot of times what we'll find out is the first contractor or the cheaper contractor that came in, they would have heard the same thing from the homeowner that I heard, but the difference is they put in what they would normally do on a job. So a lot of the things that the homeowner told them would end up being extras afterwards, or maybe the homeowner just doesn't get those things and they don't realize till the project's actually going on, and then they read their contract and the contract didn't include X, Y, and Z that the homeowner thought. So a lot of times we're seeing that there's a difference from an apples to apples comparison on what you're actually getting. So I think there's a bit of that understanding from what I asked for, what I'm getting, what the contractors are quoting. Is there a difference in some of the products that are being put on? Are they including all the different things that, we line item everything out, but we're gonna have our dumpster, we're gonna have our porta potty, we're gonna have all those things in our proposal where some of the other contractors may not. So there is gonna be some of those difference in comparisons from that. The other thing that I tell a lot of our homeowners is it also depends on the type of contractor that you're dealing with. There's smaller contractors where the owners actually are doing the work. So they tend to have less overhead. They're actually on the wall. They tend to be more affordable because, again, they're going to do X amount of jobs in a year. They don't have an office. They don't have overhead. They do the job and then they go on to the next job and do the next job. Then there's some smaller companies that, again, less advertising, smaller overhead. They're going to charge a fair margin based on the project that they're providing. You're going to have medium contractors like us that, we've got more crews, we've got the right insurance, we've got advertising budgets, we have an office and a warehouse. We've got these different things, which obviously affects our overhead. And then we're going to charge a fair margin based on that to operate our business. And then you've got some of these larger companies that have 20, 30 salespeople that they have to pay commission to. They've got offices, they've got vehicles, they've got super large advertising budgets. And again, all those things are going to be worked into that pricing. So depending on the style of contractor that you have in your house, that can drastically affect your bid as well. So again, that's what it comes back to, who you feel most comfortable with, because a lot of times that smaller contractor may do just as good of a job. Do you feel comfortable that once that project's done, he's got the capability to get back, fix things, be timely for you? Is he going to be around in 5 years if you've got issues? The mid-sized contractor, again, will he be around? Do they have the right resources, etc.? And then the large guy, again, will the people that you dealt with, how do you work in their system, etc., etc.? So I think, again, do you have like-to-like, apples-to-apple scopes of work? Do you have like-to-like contractors? And all these things at the end of the day are going to affect your job budget. So, if you're quoting out a big job and you've got these 3 drastically different types of contractors, I would expect 3 drastically different prices. If you've got 3 similar type contractors, I think you're going to start getting into, if they're using the same products, I think you're going to find that you're going to be more similar from a budget perspective and really understand what you're getting from a project. So again, I tend to tell people, depending on the company that you're dealing with, you may want to find other companies like that from a pricing standpoint.